Hello NFT gaming fan, hope you all are doing great, and today I bring to you fancy bird breeding. So on 14th we had a minting public mint, and it went quite fast, so to speak. But anyways, we are sold out now. 8,888 birds have been minted already, and if you are still late and if you want to grab Genesis bird, you can do it from OpenSea here only. The official link I will be providing the official link. You can go ahead and buy if you want to. But today we will be discussing about the breeding, and this article came out just few days ago. I haven't literally not gone much into detail, just took a little reading today itself, and I have few things to talk about with you guys about the breeding and all. So let's get started. So the Genesis birds that we minted a few days ago were 8,888, and out of them only 15 will be legendary birds. So if you see in the OpenSea, it is the birds haven't been revealed yet. On 18th of February we will be revealing these birds, and after that only we will be able to know which birds are actually legendary and which are mutant and all that. So until that time, all are just in this mystery kind of icon and all. So after this reveal happens, the floor price will be going down. So if you really want to grab one, you can grab one after the reveal. The legendary birds will be a total of 15 in number. Full set birds, this is one more. They will be like 25 in number, and there will be 1-in-1 birds. They will have all the combinations that are available. So these are one type of. Then another type will be collaboration birds. Collaboration birds are for Polymos, YGG and Merit Circle people. They had already minted because they are the official partners of Fancy Bird. So they got their collaboration bird minted, and they have their own category of birds. So we as normal people, we won't be delving much into collaboration birds. And the most common thing we will be having was the Fancy Birds 7,798 randomly chosen. This will be the most common type of birds, Genesis birds, we will be having. And the most special thing out of all these types of bird will be the mutation birds. This will be 2.5% of the total 8,888, excluding the collaboration birds. So if I calculated it correctly, it should be about 196 birds in total will be mutation birds. The main advantages of having a mutation bird is the earning ability will be more, like the FNC cap will be greater. So this is the good factor. If you get a mutation bird, like it is so to speak, the daily rewards and the weekly rewards FNC caps will be better for you. Then apart from Genesis birds, since we will be breeding after the game launches, right after the game launches from 18th, we will be able to breed. So the baby birds that we will be getting, they won't be very special, but they will have the same earning ability like their parents. They may not be able to breed, but they will be able to earn or like their parents only. And there will be 10% chance that the parents' genes will be transferred to the babies. So these are the things. So if you see, this is the full process over here. It is explained like 150 FNC, or you can put 200 SFNC, that is synthetic FNC, that can be utilized from each parent. So this is the thing you should note. Like, it is not like you have 150 FNC or 200 SFNC and you can breed. Each parent should have that much. Like, if you are breeding two birds, you should have around 300 SFNC or a 300 FNC or 400 SFNC to do the breeding. And there will be a 5-day cool down period for breeding. Specifically for breeding, it need not apply to earning, but there will be like 5-day cool down. When two birds breed, you cannot breed again for like 5 days, which is a good thing, so to speak, because we don't want, or rather I don't want the market to be flooded by birds like we had in Axie. So essentially it keeps the market stable at least, and the prices do not plummet so much. So this is the chart. If both the birds are in first breeding phase, it will cost 150 for each bird, and in SFNC terms, and for FNC terms, and 200 for SFNC terms. And there is a probability for legendary and mutation as well. So I will explain all this, how it happens and all, but for now just let's focus on the breeding aspect. If one of the birds is at 300 and another bird is at 150, so like breed 1 and another bird is in breed 2, so this is the FNC we will be needing and SFNC we will be needing. So these are the things. So it has been clearly explained and very nicely, to say the least. At 150C, if the first bird is breed 1, means it is for the month. In that month it is breeding for the first time, and another bird is in that month he is breeding for the third time. Then the FNC that will be needed is, for the first bird it will be needed 150, and for the bird who is breeding for the third time, he will need 500 FNC. So total 650 FNC will be needed, or 200 SFNC for the first bird who is breeding for the first time, and 650 SFNC for the bird who is breeding third time in that month. In total you can breed 4 times a month. Like, see, in total in a month, the Genesis bird, we have to keep in mind these are only Genesis bird, the Genesis bird can breed 4 times per month. So a total of 4 times they can breed. So in a sense, like, if one bird is in his or her first breed phase in that month, and another bird is in its third breed phase, so these are the amounts that will be needed. In terms of FNC, it will be needed 650, and in terms of SFNC it will be needed 850. Now let's come to legendary and mutation. What I called about here, only Genesis 15 of the Genesis bird will be legendary, but more as time passes by, more baby birds will be legendary. Here we can see the formula here. See, when two birds are mating, they have a certain percentage of having a legendary bird. So in the first breed, in month 1, if both the birds are breeding for the first time, they have a chance of making a legendary of 0.1. How 0.1? We have to take the average of the two. 0.1 for the first breed, for the first bird, and 0.1 for the second bird. The average of that two will be 0.1. So the baby will have a chance of 0.1% of being a legendary bird. So it's quite cool actually. And the mutation, as well as I explained earlier, mutation birds will have a higher FNC cap, so the earning ability will be more. Before, like Genesis bird, only 196 numbers of Genesis birds were mutation birds, but baby birds can be higher in number as the time passes. So if we look at the formula, how that is, even that is an average of the two birds, parents birds. So if we say in that particular month, bird number 1 is breeding for the second time and bird number 2 is also breeding for the second time, there will be the average mutation percentage will be 2.5. 2.5 plus 2.5 by 2, so it should be the average number. Similarly, if the first bird is breeding for the first time in that month, that is 2%, it has the probability of giving a mutation bird, and the second bird is breeding for the second time, then the mutation probability will be 2.5 plus 2 divided by 2, that is 4.5, that is equals to 2.25 if my maths is correct. So that is the case. You don't have to do all these things. I have kept a small surprise for all my subscribers at the end, so do subscribe to these videos to get the cheat sheet that I prepared for you all. So this is the case. There are other things that they described as well, that like YGG birds will be there, they can breed accordingly. And since like we can see on 14th we were able to mint the Genesis bird in public sale. Before that we were able only whitelisted people were able to breed. So on 15th, like I don't know if this was correct or not, but as of now, the date I am recording all this, we do have SFNC enabled in Polygon. So if you do want to get SFNC by buying it, or if you have staked it, you can always claim it and do your breeding and all. But let's discuss more about this, how it happens and all. There are two cases here, like two ways if we want to breed our bird. First case is like if we want to go with the route of FNC, if we want to utilize FNC, we can do it as well. FNC is available in market, open market, and SFNC is also at the moment it is available, but right now I will say it is very volatile right now, because just a couple, not even a couple, just 24 hours ago it got introduced into the market, so it is kind of volatile right now. So there are two ways of breeding, that is SFNC and FNC. So in the similar way, there is two ways of getting SFNC, that is synthetic FNC. One is by playing the game and another is via staking. So if you look at the staking here, 70.97 it is currently it is giving, and 50 if you provide LP in FNC and ETH, so 530% you will be getting annually. So this is the way you will be getting rewarded in SFNC if you stake into these pools, or the another way of getting SFNC is by playing the game. So these two are the main ways in which SFNC can be earned. And if you go with this route, like you want to pool as much as possible, so that around what I have calculated is like you will need 3900 SFNC per month. Let me check. Okay, yeah. You will need a total of 900 FNC total to breed two birds. You can't breed a single bird, but you have to have for two birds 3900 FNCs. And similarly, if you want to breed in a month total, you will need 5100 SFNC. So to generate 5100 FNC, you need to have enough staking pool rewards in a month to generate that amount, or you should be able to get that much SFNC from playing the game itself to make it self-sustainable. Otherwise, you have to just buy it from the market. So let's do a little bit of calculation for you guys. So here, this is the Excel I have prepared for you guys. It will help us, everyone in the community, to just calculate and do our things properly and all. So here you can see Ethereum prices will be it will automatically update. We don't have to do much. Just come here and click enter, so it will update itself. So breeding cost I have mentioned here everything, FNC, SFNC, legendary, mutation and all. So like here we see the first bird is in the month, he is breeding for the first time, and the second bird is breeding for the second time. So what will be the cost of the total in SFNC? For the first bird it will cost 150, and for the second bird it will cost 300 in FNC. So the total FNC will needing is 450. In dollar terms we will be needing 244, means $45 we need at least to breed the baby bird. So what are the chances of getting legendary in that case? We will having 0.125% chance of minting a baby legendary bird, and we have a 2.25 chance of minting a mutated baby bird. So this is the case. So if we come here and change it to like first bird is breeding for the second time, and the second bird is breeding for the fourth time. So here you see for the first bird it is the second time it is breeding, so 300, and similarly the fourth second bird is breeding for the fourth time, so 1000 FNC will be needed. In total 1300 FNC will be needed, and in dollar terms right now it will be costing around $700, and the chances of minting a legendary is 0.325, and the chance of minting mutated bird is 3.25%. So this is the thing. Here you can, in this cheat sheet you can calculate it very easily, and in the future if they decide to modify FNC and SFNC, because I feel it could be modified a little after the after we get the launch and all and everything. After a month or so, I think it could be modified. So in that case, legendary and all and everything is there. You can come here and change the values, and everything else will remain the same. So if we see here FNC, if we see 3900 FNC will be costing us for the month for breeding it for 4 times. 3900 in dollar terms it will be around $2000. So to breed your birds in a month 4 times you need around $2000 if you are breeding in FNC, and if you are breeding in SFNC it will be little cheaper, but the catch is that you need to have that much staked, or you need to be able to have like 5100 SFNC you need to be able to generate by playing the game or by staking in a month to be able to breed your birds for 4 times a month. Then you can like say self-sustained, like you don't have to spend any money outside of getting those minting your Genesis bird and all. So that is the catch here. So all in all, I think this, even though the prices are little higher, I feel it will really support the price of baby birds in the long run. And since we have so many partnered guilds, I think not many people should have problem getting a scholarship. And besides that, I think all in all, people should be like at the starting of it, let's not make it very affordable and all, but it's generally a thing. Like in the long run, maybe we can reduce the cost of breeding so that a lot of people can come in and join. But since we are really in early stages, so I'm hoping that this is the case. So this is the average value I'm expecting the baby birds to go. Personally, I will be going for 650 here. Weighted average I am doing, because as you can see, as the number of breeds increases, the cost of FNC is also increasing. Similarly, SFNC is also increasing. So it is becoming very difficult for a breeder to breed higher, more in number in a month. So naturally, average price he has to keep higher so that he doesn't make a loss. If he makes a loss, I don't think there is a good amount of incentive in that for the game, or either for the game or the breeder, since the only way SFNC is going to get burnt is by breeding, and only at the moment. So breeders need to be able to breed as well in the game. So I think around we should be able to see 6,000 at the very least. $650 I think will be the price of baby birds. Now if we come here, how much it is, okay, 650 if I put 0.22. So this was the price, 0.22. I have seen the Genesis bird go for 0.22. So I don't know what people were doing right then when they were selling it for the Genesis birds, because I can see it is going almost, like I can tell 0.25 will be the floor price for birds, the baby birds. That will be fine, because anything less than that, the breeders will take a hit, and I don't think the breeders, if they take a hit, they are going to breed anymore. So this is the case right now. If you see in the market also, 0.354. so this is actually very attractive price, because the Genesis bird we are getting for this, and point for just 0.01 ETH you could be getting baby bird. So this is like, I think still people are like ready to sell their bird, but the floor price should be higher for at least the Genesis bird. That's what I think, because the baby birds could go for 0.4 ETH. I think people, lot of breeders will be going for 0.4 ETH, because as you can see here in the cheat sheets, total of 2,000 dollars is needed per month to breed these birds. So at least something somewhere they will get, they have to get the money, right? So this is the case. So I will be offering this cheat sheet for you all for only the people who have subscribed to my channel, and do like my videos, and have a good one. Thanks.